Greetings and salutations, Mega Wizard 79 here with another episode of Krutz, the Barbarian Enchanter. Now, unfortunately, to continue with the Potema questline, I have to get a level, which is easier said than done with my character because, well, everything he cares about is kind of already at cap. His enchanting is maxed out. His smithing is maxed out. His armor is almost maxed out. I think it just has 2 levels. Two-handed skills is maxed out. I mean, I'm kind of not going to be doing archery anymore, just because, well, the only thing that I needed archery for, I now have Dragon Ren to deal with. So yeah, that. You know, like, that's why I'm not really carrying Ariel's bow anymore. It was a fun little thing to use, but so, yeah, I'm kind of at my wit's end on how to approach this now. So, what I'm just going to be doing now is going straight to the Dragonborn DLC. Now, I did say I was going to bring Serena with me, and I do plan to, but not right away. Just because, well, she kind of gets in the way when I'm doing the Mirac thing. Don't worry, though. When I'm just going to be exploring about, I'll have her about. But for the Mirac, it's just, again, it's like the... What do you call it? It's the same thing with the main quest line for dealing with Alduin. This game just does not like it when you have a companion for those things. Like, I feel like the companions were designed only in mind with side content, not main content, because they just get in the way, or they can't traverse because they don't have your level of tricks and gimmicks and whatnot. So, yeah. So, no Serena for now, but don't worry, she'll show up again.
Looking to hire a boat?
Wrong guy. It's the guy who's sitting down.
Yallen does the business around here. I'm just a shipsmate.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Well, a man's got to make a living after all. Fine. We'll cast off immediately.
Oh man, I miss that architecture. Yeah, so I started the Soul series with Morrowind. Oh boy, that was a learning curve. That game. Ooh, that game. Don't get me wrong, it was great. But, boy, gee whiz. A lot of things there I'm glad are not a thing anymore. Oh, and this is a well, okay, it's not a pre-rendered cutscene. Because
well,
it's...
here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
Anyway, so what I was about to say is that basically, yeah, I can't move my character at all. So, this is a fixed camera. Okay. Now then, did I, sorry, I'm just looking to see if it doesn't look like it. Okay, never mind. You see, for one of the Khajiits in the caravan, they end up losing this moon amulet of theirs due to some brigands, and well, Solstheim is one of those locations where the amulet will end up. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know how the Khajiits know that, but yeah. So, if you get that quest and you don't get a marker, it's because it's not in Skyrim. It's here. Anyway, this is a member of House Redoran.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Ravenrock, Outlander. State your intentions.
Ah, yes, Outlander.
Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Ravenrock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Ravenrock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced.
So, yeah, I was about to say, Blacklight is the capital of Morrowind after Mournhold got obliterated. It's just not there anymore.
Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland.
He's not wrong. A lot of so you see, so here's the thing. Vardenfell was the only part of Morrowind where slavery was allowed. If you were on the mainland, no. That was not a thing. That was, like, not permitted in any way, shape, or form. But because of the treaty that was created between the Emperor and the Tribunal, they were allowed to preserve their ancient traditions, which included slavery. You know, even though across the Empire, slavery was just a no-no. Nobody was okay with that. Nobody wanted it, but, you know, that's just how it worked. But yeah, but yeah, so, the King of Morrowind, he basically, he tried to appease the Empire.
For passage, talk to Captain Geller.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
What?
this load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Now, unfortunately, he's right. You see, so trade in the basically in the Morrowind, trade in the Elder Scrolls universe, it's done by one company, and one company exclusively, because that is the only company that has the basically has the backing of the Emperor. Essentially, it's like the East Empire Trading Company was back in the day. It's basically almost exactly like the East Empire. Sorry, the East Indian Trading Company. East Empire is the one in this game. But yes, the East Empire Trading Company, they have, due to certain imperial regulations, they have the sole exclusive rights to trade in certain things. So basically, normally, if you want something, like for example, Dwemer artifacts, technically speaking, if you find all that stuff is actually property of the Empire. If you want to trade in it, you have to go exclusively through the East Empire Trading Company. You can't just go to some vendor and sell it to them. No. That's actually illegal. Same thing with ebony, various forms of liquor and whatnot. Like, Cyrodiilic brandy is actually the only thing that's actually allowed to be sold in the Empire. With the exception of, you know, like Nordic mead, that can only be done that can only be sold in Skyrim. Skyrim's the only place you'll ever find that. You're not allowed to sell it anywhere outside of Skyrim. Same thing with Sejuma. Sejuma can only be sold and bought in Morrowind. You can't trade it anywhere else. It is illegal. But yeah, so that's why, and since the East Empire Trading Company has absolute control over this, they set the market, and they can dictate what is fair market value, which in this case is grossly overpriced.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing him. Just pay me when you can.
Yeah,
Gallen does the business.
he's a nice enough guy.
I'm just a ship's mate.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard. Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. Remember, we're watching you.
Anyway, let's see. That's the Earthstone over there specifically, so we'll just okay. Huh, Nirnroot grows here too. Interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised. I know it grows here, but...
Here in his shrine, that they have forgotten.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
Oh, this bastard. I love this guy. Now, this guy goes all the way back to Morrowind. He was a Grand Master Wizard of House Telvanni, one of its ruling members. Absolute bastard. One of the missions he has you do to gain his favor is to go and kill another member of the council so that he can get her robes. Because they're enchanted and it's like they should be mine, not that crazy woman's.
Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there. Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on. And I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
That they have forgotten.
Yeah, that's how this guy is. He's just very... He's very hands-offy. Doesn't like getting his hands dirty.
It is the only place where silt striders can be found. Although I managed to transplant a few here when I arrived. It's the homeland of the Dunmer. The lesser races call us Dark Elves. We built great works there, like Vivek and Aldrun. Many of them are destroyed now, either by Red Mountain or the Argonian invasion. There is the big island of Vardenfell and the coastal mainland. House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself.
Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see.
Yeah, there's not much you can do now. Anyway. But yeah. Oh my god, this... Oh, this takes me back. Just go... So, here's the thing you need to know about alchemy. Back in the day, so everything was a dice roll. And I kid you not, it was a dice roll. So, nowadays, you can just do that. And then just you'll automatically get one sample of it. In the old days, and this was also, I think this also included in Oblivion, there was a chance, like, depending on how good your alchemy skill was, that you would get nothing. I think the idea is that you would end up ruining the sample, so that's why you would get, like, nothing of it. But it's like, I mean, come on, look at the size of this thing. How can you tell me that I ruined the entire frickin' thing by me just... It's... That was one of the more interesting but rather annoying design choices they did. But yeah, say I can just grab them all. No problem. Let's see what kind of properties this thing has. Oh, Ravage Health. Wonderful. That's great. Shh. Everyone loves Ravage Health. Oh, this one. That one's also pretty good. Ow! Yeah, these things are huge, by the way. Might as well grab a few samplings. Hey, ash yams! So, ash yams are actually one of the, let's see, what's this? This is someone's house. There is an ash temple here. So, an ash temple, for those of you guys who don't know, it's basically where you, go to bury your dead. You see, the Dunmer, they don't inter their loved ones. They burn them. Oh, sorry, ancestral tomb. That's what you call it. But yeah, it's an ancestral tomb. Basically, that's where they... so the Nords, they also have tombs like that, but the issue is that, you know, they physically interred their guys. You know, they preserve them and whatnot. While here, they burn them.
Last time I rode Jalen's ship, I was heaving my guts for a week. Dunmer weren't meant to ride on water.
But yeah, if you didn't realize that over there, that's Vardenfell. Well, what's left of it anyway. Vardenfell is actually a hop, jump, skip away from here. That's why this whole place is covered in ash, as you can see. This place used to be actually very vibrant and beautiful. Used to be mostly snow. Up. Here we go. There we go.
Must have run off. Thanks. I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Redder Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Redder Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back. We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. I might know someone, or maybe not. I can't remember. I can't. I just can't be sure. I think maybe he had something to do with a temple. A temple here on the island. Does that help? I don't. All I know is that the ash spawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family. Not sure. I was told it was an old Imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock. Report back to me if you discover anything unusual.
Sure. Ooh. Well, now. Aren't you just a, collection of... Wow, so they're just like the gargoyles. Declaration of war. Weird. That's very specific. Anyway, well... Mine. Thank you, good friend. And now... Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this takes me back. I love this armor. I love it so much. It's such good armor. It's really good. I can't wait to upgrade it. Anyway, ash yams are just food, right? Yeah, they're just food. Then I don't need it. I forgot, that is just food. You use it for cooking. Oh yeah, guess we might as well read the Declaration of War? Raven Rock Stronghold. My calls for the unconditional surrender of your forces and an immediate cessation of all hostilities has been ignored numerous times. I therefore have no choice but to assume your purpose on Solstheim is hostile. I can read. And to treat Raven Rock Stronghold as an enemy of the Empire. I warn you, any attempt to breach Fort Frostmoth, oh my god, will be met with an equal level of aggression. I will do everything in my power to wipe you and your forces off the face of Tamriel. There will be no further communications between us. General Flux, Garrison, oh my god! Oh my god! Fort Frostmoth.
Have you found some? This is strange. The note says it's from General Folks Carius. but that's impossible.
He's been dead for so long.
Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm gonna head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
That's funny. Alright, we'll take care of that later. Oh. Hello. Woo. Ah, yes, the chitin plate. That's what you use to make the light armor, I think. Man, just look at this place. It got leveled. Oh my god, Netches! Oh, Netches! Yay! Oh, I missed him so much. Well, that's... Oh. Yep, they really do function like the gargoyles. They just have a assortment of things on them. And then that's just random loot. Oh, cool. Man, this place takes me back. Ah, it takes me back so much. Hello. Specifically says East Empire Trading Company. That's fascinating. So, if it's no surprise right now, I am going to be taking my time to explore a little bit, because in my last playthrough I was a little bit kind of gung-ho about just finishing it, and I didn't really take my time to take it in. Ooh! Cool. Neat. I'm pretty sure someone will want that. That feels like a collectible. But yeah, I figured I'd just actually take it in and stuff. Why is... Oh yeah, that's right. That there are Nordic Tombs here because of... because this actually used to be a Nord settlement. Yeah, Nords used to live here on Solstheim. I mean, they still do. So these things... They're relatively harmless. They won't do anything to you unless you attack them first. They're more like cattle, if anything else. The bull netches are the more dangerous ones. The baby ones or whatever. But yeah, these guys here, these are the ones that you got to be careful for, because they can. Well, in the original game, they used to basically shoot poison and various other debilitating attacks at you that would. You know, despite the fact of how harmless they are, these things slap. They hurt. Like, hard. Anyway. Alright, okay, so I think I'll just stop for now. And in the next episode... Said it could...
My dream showed me. Touch the sky like a dragon. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all.
Where are you?
To touch the sky like a
Oh, there
dragon.
you are.
The book.
Oh, no. No, don't!
It's working. I'm flying.
You idiot! Okay, so, this right here. This is a callback. You see, when you first get off the boat and leave the first town, if you go left instead of right, you'll run into a Bosmer wizard who had a spell that allowed him to jump 1,000 feet. It killed him instantly. Because while the spell augmented his jumping capability so he could leap very far distances, the issue is, in that game, well, even and in this game too, falling damage is a bitch. Case in point, he went like, I think a video I saw put it perfectly. I studied ballistics in school. Fascinating subject. Things go up, things go down. So yeah. You stupid boob. Actually, you can keep your shoes. Idiot. Anyway, alright, we'll just read this and then call it an episode. Here we go. They said it was impossible. They, not me, I knew. The book knew. It knows all, and I know all. I need to know, to fly. They laughed. The others were afraid. Don't even try, they said. They said it was impossible. They, not me. The book is filled with knowledge. The book fills me with knowledge. Secret, hidden knowledge. My knowledge. I must hide the knowledge. Hide it away deep inside. I will eat the book, a page at a time. Slowly, slowly, I will become one with the knowledge on its pages. In its pages, in me, the knowledge of flight. They said it was impossible. Idiot. You're an idiot. And... oh my god, he's a Bosmer. Oh, good one. Good one, Bethesda. Very good one. Anyway, until next time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79 bidding you all adieu.